Ooh, we got some new people on board. That's exciting. Hey, Thomas Bessenbeck. Yes, it's scheduled. Hopefully that you're still watching. Steve S. Goals. You need to update your goals. Excellent. That is why we are here. Okay. So happy Monday, everybody. Glad you're here. It is noon. Welcome to the lunchtime live stream in which we get after our goals. So I was just on kind of a massive, if you can, let me know if you can hear me okay, see me all right. I was on a massive sort of dash to get ready. Where is there it is? So I just got back from a walk. That's kind of my, become sort of the default what I do. Hey, Adam. Hey, Anthony. So happy you're here. So I just got back from a walk outside. It is gorgeous out, but I was kind of scrambling to get a lot of stuff done. So I really try to squeeze as much as I possibly can out of every minute of the day that I'm awake. Sound is good. Excellent. Glad sound is good. Since I am in New Jersey today, I don't have my mic, and I haven't been using my mic for a while, just because this format, streaming from my phone, seems to work better. So I was outside for a walk, and it was lovely. And then I saw some of the decluttering that I was doing over the weekend that still needed to be done and finished. That's sort of one of my challenges, is actually finishing things. I'm a great one for planning and starting, but finishing is a little more challenging for me. So I was like, I looked at the clock, I had like 15 more minutes. Hey, Andy DeVirgo. Oh no. Andy, I'll get to your question. I will answer that. So I was scrambling. I got back at 11:45 to the house and scrambling to get the decluttering that I started over the weekend done, because this afternoon I'm heading back to Manhattan. So Andy, I just saw your comment very briefly. Let me log in and check it out. Something about this species of rats in New York. I'm like, yep. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. There are many species of rats in New York. Indeed. Actually, let me switch and join my own live stream so I can see your comments. Okay, there we go. Live now. Excellent. All right, mute it. So, I did get my decluttering, I guess phase 1 done, which was moving all of my stuff up into my room. So I can kind of take responsibility for that, and my mom doesn't need it. So Andy, did we get to see the various species of rats in New York this morning? Trees and subway bound. LOL JK, hope you're having a good day. I am having a good day. I really took it slow and easy this morning, so that's what I did. Okay, so the topic of this stream is goals, and just so you kind of know the format, these streams are much more casual and candid, but the overarching goal is always, the overarching theme and topic is always goals and how we're getting after them. So I just finished a process of setting my goals for the next 5 years and planning them out and what that's going to look like. Good Lord. I think I'm looking rough. What else is new? So that is, I wouldn't care if I wasn't kind of on camera, but I do, because I am. So getting after those goals and what we are doing for them. So breaking them down to kind of give you guys a refresher on my goals for the next 5 years are, got them written down in my planner here. They are to Number 1 and number 2 were personal, healthy kids, healthy marriage, stay healthy and fit. So all about health and personal sort of growth and development. Goals 3 through 6 actually have an extra one. Number 3 is to get and stay credit card debt free. Number 4 is to have 100K in assets for myself. Number 5 is to have a business that's earning 10K a month in profit. And number 6 is to own my own home. So I kind of switched those two around. My number 5 used to be the business up to 10K a month. Or excuse me, number 5 used to be to own my own home, but I feel like that's almost, not that that's easy, but I would rather have a business that's making 10K. So that's kind of where I landed on that after some thought and consideration there. So my goal each and every week is to take baby steps toward accomplishing those goals. So for my business, I had 3 goals. Number 1 was to track my income for 7 days, which I did. You can see I put my income in this section right here. Number 2 was to do a video on coaching, which I actually didn't do last week. Number 3 was to do a video on Etsy, which I did do on my my planner, my 12-week year growth journal planner, which is available in my Etsy store, which will be linked down in the description box below if you're watching on the live stream replay. So, or you can find in any of my videos, I have a link to that. So that is, those are my goals for last week. I haven't set my goals up yet for this week. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I also am excited to kind of build out a library of live stream content, because something I am looking for, and I say this again, I create what I'm looking for. I create what I wish existed for myself. I should. Yes. So that's really how I think about things, because I use myself as my avatar, right? And I really look to create what I'm longing for. So I was looking for a type of a program or a type of a content where I can just play it in the background while I'm working as kind of the soundtrack to my hustle, if you will. And I couldn't really find anything like that. There were a couple channels that I was looking at, like I really like Anton Daniels, and looking at him can be a little bit controversial sometimes, and it's not always about goals sometimes because he wants the views, right? He'll go for a little bit more of a incendiary topic, inflammatory topic. So again, what I'm creating here, my purpose with these live streams is to create a soundtrack and a blueprint for getting after your hustle. So, Roland Holland, hello, happy Monday, happy you are here, the gang is here, Roland Holland's here, Adam's here, Anthony's here, excellent. So guys, setting up your goals. Steve S., are you still with us? You do need to update your goals. So let me work on setting that. Then, ooh, I have some tea brewing. I'm going to go down and grab that. That is something I would like to do. It's probably very strong right now, which is fine. I like a good strong brew. So let me go take you guys downstairs to do that. So I'm getting my tea to have with me while I work on setting up my goals for this upcoming week. Oh, where'd she go? Where's my mother? I don't know where she is. Hello. Oh, there she is. It's my mom. You can see her.
Oh. I'm trying to get some things offloaded.
Oh, she's trying to get some things offloaded. She is hard at work on a Monday. That's what she does. She is a licensed mental health therapist. That's what she's. Counselor. Oh, did you take out my tea bag?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. That was very kind of you. She's very sweet to me. So I'm making my tea with creamer and then heading back upstairs. Oh yeah, because I made my coffee kind of weak this morning. My mother helpfully suggested that I would use a measuring spoon so I would know exactly how much coffee to put in, because I use a French press. I'm like, why would I do that? That would be the logical thing to do. Just like to guess and then mention when I get it wrong. Make sure. It's all right. It'll do for now. Alrighty. We got 8 people. It's a good crowd. Okay, so back to setting up those mini goals for the week that lead me toward a 10K a month business, 10K a month in revenue business. Whew. Alrighty, so, excuse me, put you guys back down. I also don't have my tripod, so pardon me on the angle. Please forgive me for a crappy angle. You can only see like my top half. It is what it is, guys. Okay, so I kind of want a jacket. I do want a jacket. Let's go with, wear the old, the grandpa jacket. Yeah, actually, it's very comfortable. Okay. Alrighty, so what are we gonna do for goals? So how I think about goals when I set them for the week is what will have the greatest impact, especially this month as I'm focusing on increasing my revenue. Yay! Hey, Steve S. How are you? Glad you're here. We're just talking about setting our goals. You need to update your goals. So let me maybe try to get a better angle. There. It's different. I don't know if it's better, but it's different. Okay, so this is very, very disorienting. I have like myself. Okay, so what will make the biggest difference in my income this week? And right now, so I'm not going to be getting an eBay or an AdSense payout in April because I didn't meet the threshold in March. So that's kind of disheartening because I won't be getting it. So it's sad. But that doesn't mean that I can't work on other things. So, video filmed, done. Okay, so number 1, I love having my content filmed. Ooh, 11 people, excellent. Drop a note in, let me know what your goals are, what you're working on this week. So I love getting my content for Saturday done and finished on Monday because I publish 1 video a week in addition to these live streams. I can, sorry, I got work stuff. Look, in addition to these live streams, I publish at least one video per week. And if I get extras, great. That'll kind of boost me up for a payout in May. So it feels like a long way off. But what can I do? So the video filmed on Monday is just great for my mental health. I'm like, it's done, it's over, excellent. I love having something in the can. So I think that's going to be number 1 is to get the video filmed. So number 2 is to create 10 new products on Etsy because Etsy's actually been, my Etsy shop has been taking off. It's just Well-Behaved Wallet on Etsy. And I'd love to have some more products in that. And I think I get a payout for that weekly or once I pass a certain threshold. So that would be good. And it's very passive. I do digital products and I can set them up and just set it and forget it. And I encourage everyone to do that. Hey, Ryan Ramsey, it's awesome you are doing this. Wonderful. Yes, Ryan, I am so excited to be doing this because this is something that I have wanted for a long time. Just an accountability check-in where you can come in and kind of just stay accountable on your goals. So goal number 2 for this week is 10 new Etsy products. So coaching, that's another thing that I have been working on because I have had some experience in coaching and consulting and I really enjoy doing it. And I would like to do more of it. So I have a Patreon set up that includes coaching. So that was one of my videos, one of my goals for last week was to do a video on that. I didn't yet, so probably carrying that forward, a video on coaching and Patreon. Because I really believe in accountability. And last week I did that coaching session with Tony Robbins. or I did a coaching, I guess, info gathering session with a Tony Robbins coach. And that was very, very helpful. But he said something about, oh, this is the age of the coach and anyone can just put themselves on, can call themselves a coach, you know, put their name on Facebook and say they're a coach. And I'm like, yes, they can. And I almost believe in the democratization of coaching. I believe that if it works and if you can get results, then why the heck not call yourself a coach? So that's something that I've always really enjoyed, because I know that one of the things that I am very good at is holding people accountable ever since I was little. And when I actually get sort of myself organized, I'm good at holding myself accountable. I've got 5-year goals and I check back in on them. So that's something that I'm good at doing. And I would like to work on doing that more. So, excellent. Okay. Here is, oh, good Lord God Almighty. Are we going to do this weekly or monthly? So Ryan, my goal for this goals live stream, and again, I'll let you guys know if I can't make it, is to stream every day, every weekday at noon Eastern. And number one goal is more coffee on Monday. Yes, I feel ya on that. I'm having tea right now because I'm trying to moderate my caffeine intake because I just noticed that I'm crashing too much. So I'm with you on needing that caffeine boost though. So my plan is to do a live stream every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern, because it's so easy to do. And again, it's something that I would really like. And that's free, right? You guys could just hop right on in, and you have a goal and you ask me to hold you accountable. I will hold you accountable. FBI. Great. Where was the one? Here's the one from 124. Sorry guys, work stuff. So I will aim to do this every day, every weekday. As far as coaching, Patreon accountability, and this is something where I really, that's going to be my goal number 4, set up execution plan. Where I will, Roland, excellent. I see your goals. I will read them out in just a moment. So set up an execution for how I'm going to do it and really go at it full force. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I just leave it and I don't sort of revisit that for a while. Because my next goal is the e-commerce store. So plan, research, I hate saying that, think on e-com store. I think, and that's enough. Plan, research, and think about an e-com store, because that's something I really, really want to work on. Okay, so Roland Holland, finishing up your checklist for fixing your rental and then screening tenant applications this week and next. It's exciting and scary, but we want this more than we are afraid of it. Yes, it's very exciting, Roland. Very, very happy for you. That is an awesome, I guess, that's just a do list, get done list. It's not even a goal. That's done. Like you've accomplished that. So go back here. So, hey Seuss, do I write off expenses for this channel? Absolutely, like 50% of the internet. Oh, for sure. So I also am traveling and I have to stream and record for this internet. So I write off my mileage for that at 56 cents a mile. I also did some traveling last year on a trip that I took and I vlogged, and I write off that. I write off some meals that I have with people that are very specifically for building my my business. So yes, I do write off the internet. I do not take a home office deduction because I take the mileage instead, because my office is kind of mobile. I do a lot of videos from my car. Where did it go? I don't know. It's very frustrating. Looking for a file. And then I hate when it pulls up the file. I don't want to pull up the file. I want to... You are very frustrating. Come on. Awful. Okay, so yes, those are my goals that I have set up for this week, and I think that's plenty. So really getting, what do I sell? What types of things do I sell on Etsy? So you can check out my Etsy store for sure. I only have 3 things right now. I have my financial independence calculator, my workbook, my 12-week year or 12-week workbook, goal self-development transformation workbook, and then I have my budgeting template, I think, that I use. So just 3 things, and they're all digital downloads. You can just download them right away and have them immediately. Oh, so frustrating. Like, you know what? Open. Okay. Frustrating. There we go. I think that was me. I just saved it in the wrong place. Okay. I know that was me. Here's January. Work comes first, guys. My day job, January. Hey Steve, you have an interesting side hustle that you thought you would never be involved in. Ooh, tell us more about your side hustle. I think the only program we added pop it in. Oh yeah, you're a music school grad. Very exciting. Upload from my computer. That's what I want to do. Go. I used to teach music lessons. Now you're selling venture capital investments. Excellent. Yeah, that is an interesting side hustle. How is that working out for you? Yeah, I know. Right? Very exciting. How long have you been doing that? That sounds fun. Very different for sure. We got 18 people on here getting after their go. 2 days. Excellent. All right, Steve. You got this. You can do it. And what do you think so far? And is this your full-time job? I have so many questions. Do you do this full-time? Sorry, I'm looking for my pens, guys. This like fancy, cool new set of pens. I can't find them. I have the one. I don't know. There they are. Sounds not your full-time job. Okay. Oh, do you do music full-time instead? Right, I want a blue. Okay. This is my fancy new set of pens to get after my goals. It's very exciting. Okay. You did music full-time out east, yes. Paused for and starved. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what happens. Paused. Okay. Okay. So the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about in regard to goals and achievement. So you do medical marketing full-time. Oh, interesting. Very exciting. Like medical device marketing. I used to do medical and pharmaceutical sales recruiting. I was awful at it. Did it for like a year and a couple months, and I was not good. It's not good. I wished I had been better, but I just wasn't. So, I'm trying to cut down on the ums, guys. I hear the ums. It's a lot, and I got a lot to do for work as well. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is film my video for Saturday, which is going to be a budget video. Because people have been saying, oh, I miss the days when you used to do your budget, you used to share your budget. And I was like, oh, I don't do that anymore. But now I'm like, why not? It's awful. I wouldn't say awful, but it's not what I would love it to be. I could certainly spend a lot less in many areas. I just don't. Lol, yeah, Anthony. I mean, I spend $1,000 in food. That's my biggest. And I don't really see that. Not that I don't see that changing, but I don't. Did they? Oh, sorry, that's paused. Ooh, yeah, no, sorry. So, yeah, and the reason I didn't want to share the budget, the reason I was very hesitant to share the budget is because it's so annoying. It's not pretty, and based on the trajectory of my comments, I will be getting some comments, and I'm like, all right, come at me, bro. Tell me all the things I could be doing differently with my money. Here. Today's goal, search and apply for 1 job opportunity, study 1 page from your certification, listen to your conference call for SoFi, walk for 45 minutes. Excellent. Those are excellent goals, do this. Really, really good. Ryan Ramsey, excuse me. So that's actually, let me pull this here. No judgment zone. Exactly. Thank you, Sylvia. Yes, thank you. No judgment, just kind of what's happening right now, and that's just it. So, yes. So, I guess in terms of speech sheet again. Oh yeah, sure. Live your life, nonchalance invasion. Live your life, girl. Money is always meant to be spent and enjoyed. Also meant to be spent and enjoyed. Yes, absolutely. And that's something that I don't regret at all. I don't regret spending money on food because food is life, man. Yes. Ryan Ramsey, weekly goal, attend goals meeting. Excellent. I love it. Yes, thank you. We love having you. Having you here. You can also ask in the main chat. Yes. I'll copy in the request. Ooh. Hold on a sec. Oh, Roland Holland, it's okay. You spent 120 on banchan alone in 1 month. Way over your takeout budget for the month. You're ashamed. Don't be ashamed, man. That banchan. Are you talking about the fried chicken? Whew, that can be dangerous. If I'm thinking about what you're thinking about, banchan is I know people love it. It's a little bit sweet for me, and maybe that's just the one that I've had tends to be a little bit sweet. But let me see, Alyssa Taylor. What? Login are you using for? Sorry guys, it's work. Not apologizing, but thank you for your patience. So when it comes to those personal goals like walking, drinking my water, getting in enough protein, cardio, and meditation, I call those lifestyle goals. So I put them in a separate section, and then I have a little thing right here that I fill in. Rolling Holland, yes, that's the one, the spicy flavor, yes. For bonchon chicken. And that's what I do for my lifestyle goals. For my business goals, because I always find those more challenging than lifestyle goals. So for me, lifestyle is pretty easy. That's what I would do normally. Business and making a profit are different. I find that business goals are challenging because I am not naturally wired to make a profit in business. That's been something that I'm working on changing actively. Ugh, so annoying. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. There. Okay. So that's actually something that I wanted to speak about in regard to goals, is how important is your family history in regard to completing your goals and executing on your goals, things that you're naturally wired to do and things that you have to work a little bit harder on. So for me, I found that my sister, my mom just sent out a group text to all of us. She's such a sweetheart. Both of them, my mom and my sister. So I was actually thinking about this because I spent some time with my mom this weekend, and my mother, started a business with me when I was 2. I was doing daycare, and she did it for, I think, 2 years. And she said that we were going into business together. I would answer the phone at 2, yakking away. I'm sure it was very disorienting for the callers on the other end, but it was a family daycare, so very natural. So I realized that I very much had that. Yay, Danny Walker. Hello, Danny Walker in the house. How's it going, Danny? How was your weekend? Did you work like a dog? I did not. I worked a little bit, not like a dog, but I did work. So my mother started that business, a family daycare business, when I was 2. You did. How was it? How'd it go? Wins, losses? Where you're winning, you're losing. And it was fantastic. She was so good at it. She never had any billing problems. 30 hours. Oh my goodness. I have so much respect. I respect the hustle. She never had any billing problems, any customer issues, nothing. She was just so good at it. And it was profitable. It was a very profitable job. Yes, this is very true. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Yes, that is true. So I'm actually interested in what, I know you run companies, Danny. What type of work? Like, do you do client outreach, sales? It sounds like you mostly do sales, right? So my mother started that business, and she's always had something going on the side. So I always saw that growing up. But she was always working on something, gaining some certification. She's got like a stack of master's degrees. She's tons of certifications. But here's the thing, and she'd be the first one to admit it, it's pretty hard for her to turn a profit in her own business. And I feel like that's kind of also something that I saw, is like working really hard for a very small profit. And that was something that I saw as being my default, is like working really hard for not a lot of money. And I'm like, I'm seeing that. And rather than just seeing that and saying, that's not something that I need to always have going forward. I don't always need to work hard for little money. I can work little and make a lot of money. It's possible. Like, I know people, and I'm talking with people. I have friends who do that, who work not very hard for a lot of money. Yay, Susan, hello. How are you? So glad you're here. Yeah, I'm kind of staying on a little bit later because I've enjoyed, this is a great group. I'm really enjoying the peeps on here. So as far as breaking sort of family cycles, I am actively working to, yes, work harder, yes, work smarter, and accept kind of the mindset work that it's natural and normal to turn a profit, to work hard and to make a lot of money, and then potentially to work a little and make a lot of money. So that's a new thought for me. Like, what do you mean work hard and make a lot of money? Like, is that possible? Can you really make that much money? And I'm like, yes, that's not only possible, but you should actively receive that. So that's something that I am opening myself up to, as a way of taking what my mother started and making it bigger and better, and expanding that, because that's something I actively learned from her, was at a really great work ethic. She's got an amazing work ethic. She's up at 6 a.m. For the majority of my life. She's been up at 6 a.m. and taking care of herself. Roland, let me see if I can get that back. I cannot. Okay. I have to go back to it. Okay. So Roland, you're saying going from hourly to salary pay as an employee to results-oriented pay as a producer is a big shift, but can be very empowering when you get the hang of it, I think. Yes, very much. Very much. And I think, again, it all starts with the mindset. I think that even now when we talk, it's a process to be okay with receiving large sums of money for the work that you do, and acknowledging that the work that you do is powerful. Yeah. Sylvia, some of us work hard so other people make a lot of money. No complaints, just fact. Yes, that's true. Sometimes that happens. I also feel like it doesn't need to continue, not need to continue, but it doesn't always need to be that way. And especially kind of in the work that I do, which is direct response, frankly. You get paid to produce. So I think that is a big shift. Yes, thank you, Adam. Oh, that's creepy. Why are you? Yes, that's that's in the corner here. There. Yes, Adam, that is my quote there. Yes, thank you for telling me the quote on my wall. Steve, you had problems asking for the pay you deserve. Yes, exactly. I actually don't have that problem, because I try to look at the marketplace as a whole, and I feel like, yeah, in this field, in this industry, in this company, I'm paid pretty much commensurate with what I deserve in this company. If I were to want higher pay in my day job, I would have to go somewhere else. And that's just how it is. And I get a couple comments saying that, it's time to look for a new job. And I'm like, okay, thank you very much. I recognize that my job doesn't pay a whole lot, because there are people that are fresh out of college that can do what I do. Not probably to the level of, to the level that I'm doing it, but they can do, I'm an account manager. I'm pretty, I'm not entry level. I'm just happy to say, but this field is fairly accessible. So Adam, yes, your my affirmations helped when you were out of work, and I'm so glad for that. That video was really good. I have a video on job affirmations that I said when I was looking for work a couple times. So very powerful. I know affirmations are very, very powerful. Ryan Ramsey, what type of field do you work in for your day job? I'm in marketing. I'm in digital marketing. And I've been here for about 8 years, and I could certainly go for something that's higher paid. I, for right now, am really happy with the benefits that are not to do with salary in my job. For example, I wrote them out. I wrote them out. Low stress, good people, simple responsibilities, known tasks, known clients, remote. I can work from home, and the health insurance. So that's 7 positive aspects of my job that are not to do with salary, and I really appreciate those. I actually just got a promotion, so that came with 3% increase in salary. I'm like, yay! Which I'm very, very grateful for. I love my current team. They're just amazing. And I really come to appreciate my team when I have had not the greatest team. So when you've worked with a bad team or worked with a kind of a crappy manager, you really appreciate good managers, which my manager now, everyone on the team is amazing. Steve asked, one field refused to do your annual review and it went on for a few months. You finally turned in your resignation and then they gave you a 10% raise. Yeah, exactly. That's probably very common. Did not lose, but did lose medical assistant. Moore's down. That's frustrating. Yes, Steve asks, you read that people are not quitting jobs, they're quitting bad managers. Yeah, that's true. I was so fortunate though, because in the situation I was in, I had a terrible manager that made the company a lot of money. Good for him. And I was on the brink of termination. And I just thought, you know what, let me just hold on for as long as I can. And then if I'm going to be terminated, then they'll have to, like I'll get a severance. So just hold on for as long as I can. And angel from heaven, a previous manager that I worked with said, hey, do you want to come back to work for me? And I was like, absolutely. So I did. And then the terrible manager that I was working with actually ended up taking a leave of absence from the company for a bit to go, I think, to go to rehab, or just do whatever. I don't know what he ended up doing, but it just was what it was. But I actually, that next year, ended up winning Employee of the Month award, and he reached out to me, he's like, congratulations, and I'm like, thanks, that's it. So yeah, big difference in between managers, just worlds apart. Yes. Oh, Ryan Ramsey. Yes. Congrats. Currently in some similar situation. Great jobs. Yeah. Great job. Benefits on paper are amazing, but the pay is very lackluster. Exactly. Nonchalance invasion. You're not making a ton at your job, but the pay for effort is pretty good. You always get sad thinking about how hard your 62-year-old dad works for minimum wage. Yes. Trying to break that family cycle. It's so true. And I see that a lot in my extended family as well. So it's not easy, man. It is not easy, but I'm with you there. So on breaking the family cycle, and it's hard. It is not easy to break out of that because it's almost like a mindset that's been bred into you, but it is possible to break. It just takes strategy and focus and execution. Those are the three things I keep going back to it. Okay. For friends. Thanks for your diligence. You know what really ticks me off though is seeing those studies saying that millennials are all about having purpose in their work. I'm actually Gen X. They're like, ooh, or no, elder millennials. It's the Eliza Schlesinger thing, but I'm an elder millennial. But they want purpose in their work. Bull. We want to be paid. Like, no, I don't really think anyone would take. Well, no, I do know people who would take purpose over pay. I know a couple people who would take purpose over pay, and that's not me. Like, I would not. That's not me at all. I'm like, I would rather have 30% more and just be, I mean, that's kind of what I feel like I'm making right now. Hey, Sus, the video of me packing up made you sad for some reason. Aw, the decluttering video? Why? I was so excited to do that. I'm sorry. Sylvia, you would like a 50-50 relationship with your employer. It all seems one way. No, that's not good. What do you mean 50-50 relationship? I'm like, I do work and you pay me. I feel like that's 100-100. Like, I give you 100% and then you give me 100% of my paycheck. Like, that's kind of how I view the relationship with my employer. Millennials 81 to 96, yes. Sandra, the packing video made you sad. Oh no, why? I feel like the packing video was very empowering for me. I felt so good because, and that area now in the corner of the dining room is so open, and I can like clap my hands and I can hear it. I love clearing out a space and then the sound changing. That's kind of so rewarding for me. A friend pointed out that that corner of the dining room was where they first saw me on YouTube, and I guess now that that corner is bare, it looks different. I am thrilled because I feel many things right now. I don't feel as stuck as I did. I felt very stuck for a very long time because it felt like nothing was changing, and despite all the work that I was doing, nothing was changing. Steve S. Student loans, mortgages, low pay, CEOs getting massive increases, the entire system became rigged against young people. Yeah, that's frustrating, and that is true. So here's the thing with this house. I've been living here for 11 years and I grew up in this house, and I'm like done. I'm done with it. Like, I felt very, very trapped for a long time. So I'm just not excited about that. So I am excited to move on. Lots involved in that. About the house, because financially I know it costs money to move. It just always costs money to move. Susan, yes, you love the declutter video. You wanted to come and help me. Yes, Susan, that would have been awesome. Yes, I would have loved for you to come and help. Sandra, the end of the chapter. I would call the end of the chapter, I'm going to envision it. So the end of the chapter and the start of a new one. The end of the chapter would be for sale, like sold, all the paperwork signed. Selling this house for a number, for a good number. Sandra, yes, the options are just beginning for you. Thank you. Yes, that's how I feel. I'm really excited now. Night and day from where I was this time 2 years ago. So that would be the real end of the chapter, is like my mom at closing on this house and then having a beautiful place for her to go into. That's kind of what I envisioned for her story, is having a beautiful place, light-filled, up-to-date place. Because the places she's looking at now are like crummy, like they were built in like the 70s, which is better. This place was built in the 60s, and they just like are in repair, and there's no light, and they're kind of in the corner, and it's just really depressing. So somewhere that's filled with light, has a lot of space, has a covered garage. Those are things that she would like. So I'm like, yes. And that's paid off in full and leaves her enough to travel, like a nest egg that she can travel and invest and travel on. So that's the end of the chapter that I'm envisioning for my mom. The end of the chapter for me is being there with her, ideally, at that closing, having all of my stuff out of the house. I would love to do like a house tour, like an empty house tour for you guys. And then showing you my new place. I would love to show you my new house. I don't really know how it's going to work. It's going to be interesting. $1 raise must be nice. Yeah, you got a solid 28 cents. Yep, 3%. They sure indexed our they indexed our salary at 3%, 2.75, something like that. It is what it is. I'm glad we got a raise, but they did it like across the board, which is weird, but all right. So, Sylvia, like not feeling guilty about using PTO, yet you were guilted into working OT, getting a fair wage. I don't work overtime. Getting a fair wage, and they talk about profits for making millions while you get $1 raise. Yeah, our company is not doing so great. So, not that they're doing badly, but like on our earnings call, our our stock is not trading well. Not like that's the only indicator of company health, but our stock is not doing great. So that's the chapter, the end of an old chapter and the start of a new chapter that I would love to share with you guys. Is moving into a new place. So as far as the video for Saturday, my goal. Jesus, you wish there was a company that built a small home. You would have everything you need in the home the size of a 2-car garage. Use a living room as both living room and bedroom. Yeah, that's, I mean, you want to come see our 765 square foot apartment? That's kind of how it is in Manhattan. That my husband owns. You come chill out there. So, but yeah, I totally feel about that. Do your coworkers know about my YouTube channel? One of them does. Not a coworker, actually a vendor, like a partner that we work with, actually pointed it out. I kind of ignored him because I didn't want to confirm or deny that. But because he works for actually a pretty big company. He works for the company that bought Get Rich Slowly, the guy in the Get Rich Slowly blog. And I was like, it was just interesting that he knew that, but I don't think my coworkers know. And if they find it, great. They're awesome. They should, I mean, I shout out to them. They're amazing. But officially, I don't really know if they do or not. So that is very interesting. Okay. I could share my budget this month. And also my budgeting expense tracker. So that's what I'm going to do for this video to go live on Saturday. Sandro, enjoy this time. You'll think about it a lot later. It's a beautiful thing. You're writing a new chapter. I can't wait to see it evolve. Sandra, stay tuned. Stay tuned. More to come. Have you heard of Dan Price? Jesus, I've not heard of Dan Price. What are you getting me into here, Jesus? Is he a multi-level marketing guy? Steve S. in 1950s, House for the Everyday Family was created by banks. It gave them a debt product. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thomas Stanley talks about it in Stop Acting Rich. I have been meaning to read more of Thomas Stanley's books. Dr. Thomas Stanley. I adore him. Millionaire Next Door, foundation for my financial approach, my financial sort of thought. I don't always behave that way. Interesting. Dan Price is the founder of credit card processing company Gravity Payments. He gained recognition after he raised the minimum salary for employees of his company to $70,000 and lowered his own wage to $70,000 from $1.1 million. Interesting. Cool. He was born in Lansing, Michigan, which is ironic because that's credit card processing. Sounds cool to work for. That's all. Yeah, I would imagine fairly lucrative. I would think too. So my mom's actually from Michigan, very close to Lansing. So very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I really respect that. So he started Gravity Payments at 20 in 2004 while he was a student at Seattle Pacific University. Very cool. He resides in the Magnolia neighborhood of Seattle, Washington. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. He accepted a $500,000 book deal to be published by Viking Press. That's awesome. His first book, Worth It, was released through his own company in April 2020. Cool. So Adam saying, look up tiny house, Jesus. There are lots of people living in small homes, many of them custom built. Yes. Steve S. Just listened to the audiobook. I can't, I mean, I have actually been meaning to listen to more audiobooks, but I find it difficult to learn listening to an audiobook. I'm a much better visual processor. I just need to read things to really fully process them because I'm so visual. And I've actually been working to add more reading time into my schedule, actual reading of books, because I love it and it's so productive. So yes, reading more Thomas Stanley would be great. Steve S., aren't mobile homes basically tiny homes? No, but I can see where you would think that, because mobile homes are cars on wheels, right? Our houses on wheels, and they have an engine. Anything with an engine goes down in value. So a tiny house, I believe, and I think with a tiny house, you also own the land that it's on, which, Jesus, I'm with you on owning a small house. For me, I would love to have land. Like, I'm big on land. I would like at least an acre. Trailer home. Yeah, I don't think in a trailer home you own the land. I think that's different. Because I think in a trailer home you're just renting the lot. You don't actually own the land that it's on. So that's the difference. For example, when people buy, like landlords buy trailer parks, they're buying the land and then allowing you to park your trailer on the land. So with a tiny home, I think, and I might be wrong, with a tiny home you actually own the land. So ideally you own the appreciation of the land too. So I think that's the difference. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm starving. I'm trying. It's not gonna work. I have an appointment. I have a doctor's appointment at 3, and I was trying to fast, and I'm like, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work for me. So just hope they don't weigh me. Anyway, this has been a great live stream. And thank you everyone for tuning into this goals live stream. Again, the plan is to do this every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So awesome to see you all, and hope to check in with you tomorrow. So thanks for being here, and I will catch you soon. Bye.